And the winner of the 2014 South Australian Young Businesswoman Award is Jo Snyder.
I wrote a speech. I didn't think I'd have to read it. I come from a family of strong, independent women. In the 40s, my Uma left her family and friends in Holland and immigrated to Australia. Not one to take anything on lightly, she made an effort to assimilate immediately. She became involved in the community and she became Australian. In a time when a woman's place was in the home, when she needed a new washing machine, instead of waiting for her husband to buy one, she went and got a job. And that began decades of working in businesses locally and then actually starting her own in the Adelaide Hills. She raised both her daughters in the same way. My mother and auntie are both strong, caring, and can get things done with the best of them. My mum raised me as a single mother. She made decisions to ensure that we had a good life. This included leaving employment to start her own businesses, including a toy shop. Thanks for that, Mum. To afford her the flexibility to be there as I grew. She never let risk get in the way of trying new things, and she never let circumstance stop progress or having fun. As a result, I had a fun, educational youth filled with love, family, and broad experiences. In my family, being a woman never seemed to be a consideration in any decision. At school, I was good at maths and science, and when I said, I think I'll be a mechanical engineer, they said, yeah, you'd be good at that, so I did it. I worked at Origin Energy, GHD, and ended up as a senior manufacturing engineer at GM Holden. When in 2008, I thought I'd take a voluntary redundancy package from Holden to start my own business, they said, yeah, you'd be good at that, so I did it. With those attitudes around me, it never occurred to me to not give things a go, for any reason, let alone gender. I underestimated how this has allowed me to carve my path, but I've come to appreciate this more and more. So I used this redundancy package to begin Animal Therapeutics Online, selling imported therapeutic products to help sport and performance horses perform optimally. I forecasted projections based on 10 years of exchange rates, but between ordering and paying my first invoice, the dollar crashed to a 30-year low. Trying to successfully gain momentum with a business based on imports was difficult with a dollar in such a position. So instead, Animal Therapeutics was largely sidelined, and I embarked on a separate endeavour in DVE Business Solutions with my mum. This proved to be a successful combination. With my engineering process-driven approach, coupled with mum's strengths in communication and collaborative work, we had a winning formula. We now have a fantastic team who work with organisations driving positive change with a holistic approach, looking at process, people, structure and technology, particularly in the areas of education, health, government and not-for-profits. This has not been without challenges as well, though. In early 2013, we were affected by significant budget cuts in our primary sectors. I'd just taken over management of the business and instead of all the growth plans I had in mind, had to switch to survival mode. It became a time of learning and personal development. I learnt a lot about business, about media, about people, about myself. I learned a hell of a lot about financial reporting and cash flow forecasting. We got through this and are more successful than ever, and with an exciting future which I'm really looking forward to realising. However, during times when my bottom line represented anything but success and I felt as far from inspirational as possible, I had young women come to me and thank me for providing them with vision, with inspiration, with guidance, and maybe they helped me as much as I helped them. I've had a love-hate relationship with women's groups. I did mechanical engineering, I worked in a car manufacturing plant, I organised the pub crawls and handed out the beer. Women's groups were hypocritical. Why segregate yourself to complain about segregation? But I believe very strongly in the power of awareness. Awareness drives behaviour change. So if women still don't think they can become mechanical engineers, work at Holden, run their own businesses and more, maybe we need to draw attention to those that are. Who knows, maybe if Uma hadn't bought that washing machine and my mum hadn't started a toy shop, I wouldn't have become an engineer, worked at Holden, started a business, or be standing here before you. So thank you to my family, my friends, my team, my supporters, to those who challenge me and those who've been there, especially thanks to my mum. And thank you all. I never imagined I'd be standing up in a room like this, filled with such incredibly talented and accomplished people. Continue working hard, continue supporting each other, because women need other strong, independent, caring, intelligent women to lead the way. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.